Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at some Captain Sim C-130s for FSX, and this was put out by Captain Sim, so it's a pretty nice product. So why don't we get the engine started up, and this will kind of just I guess be a look at kind of a first impressions sort of thing of the Captain Sim C-130. And I'm trying to start up the engines here. And there they go. So we'll turn on the lights. And then while the engines are starting up, we'll set the parking brake. And then this little menu pops up. It's called, oops. Hang on. Okay, so this menu pops up. It's kind of nice to have. This A is for animations, so to open up anything. Infrared flares come out of the aircraft. Control wheel panel, I don't really know what that is. The door, the ramps, I guess, and the exits can be easily opened from there. And then others, not very important. Navigator panel. But anyways, it's not that important. The animations is really nice. You can turn on almost pretty much anything. Hang on just a sec, let me get in a spot. Okay, so why don't we take this airplane off, go 20 degrees flaps, or 20% flaps. And as you can see, here we'll look out on the ground really quickly. It has really nice textures. Some of them are a little fuzzy, but blurry, but I really think it's good. And the modeling is really nice as well. You can see a lot of other things are modeled, but you know that. But anyways, it looks really nice. Some of the textures are not as crisp as you'd like them to be, but from a distance it looks really good, and the modeling on this is just one of a kind. Almost everything is modeled in this add-on, and it was pretty cheap. I think it was like 20 bucks maybe from Captain Sim. The cockpit, it is okay. The VC is okay. It's, you know, that the yoke, and then on the overhead it's just kind of like, you know, there's not very clear textures. The modeling is okay in the cockpit, but it's overall a pretty nice cockpit, I guess. So why don't we just get this thing up in the air, and then we'll show you that and how it flies. The handling is pretty nice, and I like it. I'm going to turn on the sorry. So it doesn't really get a loss of frame rates that much. Or actually, hang on. Just a sec. Display. We will turn this up to like 43 frames per second. And that is a lot better. So we'll lift off at about 110 or so. Just keep pulling on that yoke, pulling on that yoke. We'll lift up. And this C-130 is departing Denver. Oh yes, we are in Denver. So we'll put the gear up. And we'll trim it just a little so that we're flying. And we are up in the air. So there we go. So it was a really nice takeoff. It worked pretty well. And also on the animations panel, you can see the landing lights. If we put on we can turn those on, which is kind of cool. And we'll turn off the animations panel. So it flies really well. It's really stable. It doesn't, shaking the yoke doesn't really affect it that much. And the sound is pretty good. It's okay. It's not like PMDG or anything, but it's pretty good. I like the sound, and as you can see here, it changes on the angle that you're looking at, so that's kind of cool. And then we'll put the flaps up and slow down a little. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about in this review is all the different textures and stuff on the airplane. I got the extra pack one, which was kind of cool. And just a sec. Okay, so here, this is all of the models and textures. There's quite a bit. There's a lot of them. So how about we fly Coast Guard? And then the miscellaneous, I guess you could call it, items. There's some really cool miscellaneous items. Like if you press I, you can see it kind of turns on that pollution effect a little bit. And the Coast Guard livery is really nice. I really like the Coast Guard livery. It's amazing. Okay, so back to the cockpit. We'll open up the radar panel. So we got a good test on the TCAS. Close window. And there we go. So you can see it shows you some planes. That is the CRJ-700 out there, and then we got cannot tell what that is from here. So the main. Alright, so how about we just wrap this review up with just some final thoughts. I think it's a really, really, really nice modeled airplane. I mean, it has static ports. You know, all the geometry is pretty good. You know, these cables, the extra fins up there, the weights on the vertical stabilizer, you know, the lights, pretty much everything is modeled. It's 3D. That being said, the textures are okay. They're pretty good. But the main thing that's really nice about this airplane is you can see, look how nice the modeling is. Some of the textures not as great, but the modeling is one of a kind for sure. And it gives you a little warning if we're, you know, going to, or we're actually running on idle right now. We need to slow down. Okay, so the instruments are really nice. Just some of the modeling is pretty good on the main panel pedestal, but on the overhead it's you know, it's okay. But the exterior of the airplane is amazing. I just love it. And this is one of my favorite airplanes, sorry. So I'm glad I spent my money on this one, not like a Tornado or something, PMDG. So it is really good. It's not PMDG 737 and GX level. I have it, and it's not that level. It's, I would say it's probably, I don't know what level you could classify this as. So, we'll be wrapping it up right here. I would give this airplane for the exterior, and how about we do modeling first? And on the exterior, I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10 for the modeling on the exterior. Now we do the textures on the exterior. I'm going to give that probably a 7 to 8 out of 10. And we go to the interior. And the textures, or the modeling on the interior, probably 8 out of 10. And then the textures on the interior, probably 8 out of 10 again. They're pretty nice. And I think it's really worth what you pay for. You get what you pay for in this aircraft, and I think it's really adds a whole new level of military and cargo simulation to your flight sim. So I would definitely recommend getting this airplane, and overall I would probably give it probably about an 8 or 9 out of 10. So I think it's a really nice airplane. And so thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed my video. I'll probably be coming out with a PMDG 737 NGX video here soon, hopefully. So thanks for watching, and subscribe. Thanks.